The gym is one of the few places where focusing on the negative can make you twice as successful. To understand what I mean, you're first going to need to know what lies behind every repetition that you perform. Every repetition consists of 3 phases: the concentric phase, which is lifting the weight, the transition or peak contraction phase, which is the midpoint, and the eccentric phase, which is lowering the weight. In other words, each rep consists of a positive, midpoint, and the negative. The positive portion is easy to identify, and it's what you're most familiar with. It's the primary action of the exercise that you perform. For example, during pulling movements, the positive portion of the rep occurs when you pull the weight toward your body, and the negative occurs when the weight moves away from you and back to the starting point. During pushing movements, the positive portion of the rep occurs when you push the weight away from your body, and the negative occurs when the weight moves towards you. Most people tend to focus only on the positive portion, and they pay little mind to the negative. You're going to want to do the complete opposite. Generally, the negative portion of every repetition should move slower than the positive. At the very least, it should move at the same pace as the positive, but never should it move faster. By allowing the weight to just fall back to the starting position, you're just asking for an injury, simply because you're allowing the muscle to relax and then subtly contracting it to catch the weight. Whenever you perform an exercise, you're going to want to focus on the negative, especially since it's just as beneficial as the positive, and arguably even more so. Many of you might have noticed that whenever you perform a slow, controlled negative repetition, that it tends to burn a lot more and it's very intense. And that right there should tell you something. It's very effective in terms of stimulating muscle growth and development. In fact, the negative portion of a repetition has been shown to have a greater impact on the hormones that lead to muscle growth and development, even more so than the positive. Not only this, but the negative has been shown to produce more microtrauma in the muscle. In other words, it breaks the muscle down more. And for those of you that are not familiar, the whole objective with resistance training is to break down the muscle so that it grows back stronger and more developed. And last but not least, by focusing on the negative, you become twice as efficient during your workout, since you're pretty much doing twice the work. After all, just by focusing on the positive, that's only half the repetition. So focus on the negative, and I guarantee it'll have a positive impact on your results. So until next time, thank you for watching.